Hi everyone. Well, we've had 2 nights in Andermatt. Stayed in a nice hotel which is biker friendly. What's the name?
Ski Club, Guesthouse Ski Club, right on the very edge of Andermatt.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a bit old-fashioned, but they actually, are really friendly. We had a good run out yesterday, and then we had the rain hit last night. So we're hoping to get to our next destination, which is...
We're going via the Oberol Pass and the Lukmania Pass. San Bernardino Pass is shut, so we're going to have to back up towards Che, Costa Thusis and down to Albulla.
Yeah.
Where you're staying in the spa hotel.
And we're actually going to be rushing today because it's going to be thunder and lightning and start and real heavy rains by 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get on the road and go. So anyway, hope you like the videos that we do for you on the way, and catch you again. Bye.
Quick journey through the centre of Andermatt on the way to the Oberol Pass. So I didn't realise Andermatt was so famous for James Bond, Goldfinger.
Yeah, we learnt that this morning.
So was the restaurant Alder? No, that was not what we went to last night, was it?
No.
That's on
This
the nice
is the one we
benches.
This is the one we went to last night,
Yeah.
which was very nice.
Well,
Except again,
Yeah.
the service people.
not very polite.
I mean, that hotel we stayed in, they couldn't do enough for you. It was very dated, but gosh, it was lovely and clean, and
Yeah, and they were friendly, weren't they?
Just so friendly, yeah.
Could have
and-
done with another plug socket.
Yes, very well dated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, could have done with tea and coffee in the room, but I didn't think they had enough plug sockets to do tea and
Yeah.
coffee in the room.
No.
Anyway, this is beautiful,
didn't.
Andermatt. I would definitely recommend staying here. There's the little, what's it called?
The Greek version of Pan. The oh, look at that water now.
Yeah,
That is totally different from yesterday, isn't it?
yeah,
It was nice and clean and reasonably flowing.
yeah.
Oh, petrol. Petrol. We won't get petrol yet. We'll get it somewhere else.
And there we go. That's the instructions to the pass.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm not sure what route I've got in on the sat nav because it's told us to go straight on.
The cable cars are working already.
Lovely.
Yep, that's Andermatt. Beautiful.
Right, the sat nav's not working. I don't know where it's taking us, but it's telling us to go back down the main road.
Have you got a waypoint in as a petrol station
Possibly,
Before
but
we
it's
before
it
we
was actually
set
saying
off?
go straight. I know that roundabout. It was saying going straight on. This is the Oberol Pass, so
You will have to stop and try and correct it if it doesn't
yeah, it's not going to
correct
correct
itself.
it. No. I don't know why it's going this way. Oh, look at all the snow up there.
The snow's still on the mountains.
Oh, there's the carriers. Look, the what you call them? You
Cable
said it,
cars.
Cable cars. That's them.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, look at that sky. It's full.
Bye bye, Andermatt. It was good staying. But I think, like that couple we spoke to earlier, they stayed 4 nights. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a much better idea.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they've been here before, haven't they, and done this? And
gone through
travelled.
Andermatt, they said, yeah.
Yeah, travelled every day to different stops. But yeah, I would, if anybody was coming on a biking tour, I would just recommend to go to Andermatt. Book a couple of nights in a hotel, 3, even 4 like they have.
Yeah.
And then do some of the activities as well, like the cable cars and, yeah, if you wanted to. And go out and do the passes and different things, have a base. Has it corrected itself?
No, it's, I don't know why it's gone to the wrong map, but...
Oh, here's the cable cars.
Oh,
It's a shame there's not one coming. Oh, this is that tunnel he was on about that's got a really tight
I warned us
bound.
about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really tight one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the valley. Yeah, so the passes were all closed then yesterday afternoon, weren't they? We were very fortunate with that,
Yeah.
weren't we? Yeah,
So Furka and Grimhill, just after we'd gone through, they were both
Closed
shut
them.
for rock slides.
yeah. Yeah, we've been very lucky with those passes, but then there's other passes that have
Yeah.
been closed today. Oh, there's the cable cars.
They're only small.
Yeah,
They look quite steady though.
yeah, I think they'd be fine.
We've only seen a few electric bikes, haven't we? Which is a surprise. Most of the cyclists we've seen are proper cyclists.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his waterproofs on already. I mean, this is a lovely pass, isn't it, actually? The roads are nice and
Yeah,
wide.
nice.
Lovely sweeping
big-
bends.
Yeah, these are big roads, aren't they? Nice. Yeah, that's the railway track, which is popular for sightseeing. And they're cable cars again. There's the train.
It's going slowly. But the rain is to our right and behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, road violation. Right, so it's saying we can't go this way because the road could be closed. That was a loud warning I got. That's why I was telling us to
Alright.
go back.
I
He's slowed
wonder
down
which.
again.
Yeah, but it could be the one up to the lake.
Yeah. This reminds me of Scotland.
Yeah.
They were going through like Glencoe or somewhere.
Apart from the railway track that's running alongside the road, and the snow defence that's on the hills
Oh,
to protect the road.
oh, we've seen a few of them, but I haven't seen them up close. Well, we'll see if my route app was correct or not, and whether this pass is closed or not.
Well, there's a camper van coming this way.
Yeah. We just don't know where it's coming from. Oh, resume my sat nav's gone off. So we've lost internet connection.
Oh,
So
dear.
another thing with these Android Auto machines, what I'll have to do, I'll have to pull over and start my Sidekick app, which I've downloaded
Yeah.
the apps on.
There's a tunnel.
Flip my dark visor up.
I need to zip my vents up because I'm cold today. It's a lighthouse over there.
Is it what, sorry? Oh, a lighthouse.
Yeah, and that's a regular camper van stop.
Yeah.
And this is the cable cars. Look,
Oh,
there's one
yeah.
coming out.
Oh,
And there's a restaurant that people, yeah. So they just come up here, go to the restaurant. There's nobody in that one. It's empty.
yeah. Is anywhere on the right to stop?
Just round the corner, I would have thought. Parking.
It's
Here.
just, yeah, here we go, yeah. Porsches?
Yeah, the Porsche, the Porsche Club. Yeah, lots of walking round here, isn't it? You can see all the signs and everyone's putting the boots on.
Yeah.
They're going to get wet. Ah, more cable cars up there. Gosh, cable car.
Oh,
there's
it's
cable car
everywhere, yeah.
tracks everywhere.
It's like a proper ski resort.
Yeah, there's the walking track by the side of the road. Ooh, it's a bit
This is a
chilly,
rental
isn't it?
van. I can't overtake you on the bend, I'm afraid. And now though. I think another schoolboy was putting this dark visor on.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll keep the dark visor on because we'll be blinded by all the snow. Oh, it's a lovely little bit of a road, this one.
Yeah. I think we should have put our waterproofs on in that car park.
Oh, that would have been a good idea, yeah. Well, really, I was hoping we were going to get ahead of it. Ooh.
Is my camera waterproof?
Yours is, mine isn't, and the microphones aren't. Showerproof, but that's it. This little wind deflector in front of me, you know, on the top of the windscreen,
Yeah.
which is brilliant for keeping the wind out of your face and the helmet. Probably a bit too good. It's covered in raindrops, which makes things a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
Have they got bells on?
There's a lot
yeah.
of there's a lot of parking down here with cars. I don't know whether or not it's like a. Are they in a queue? Oh, it's closed. The road's closed.
The road's closed.
Well, why is
traffic
everybody?
lights.
Well, everyone's out of the cars.
Has there been a crash, maybe?
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you want me to get off and go and have a look there, pointing at something? Because it might be just a case of going back.
yeah. Go on then. Do you want to jump down?
So I'll go and have a look.
No, that's where the My Route app was saying, turn round, turn round.
There's police.
Does it look
Yeah.
like it's closed or just a crash?
I don't know.
but we're moving out, smashing. Sun's come out. Right, let me hold that then.
Yeah, this is a very popular walking area, isn't it? Walkers everywhere. It's a little waterfall.
Road looks very slippy.
Yeah, there's officials down there. They're in that, there's the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's queues both ways, so they're letting, there must have been a rockfall or something and they're letting certain cars through at certain times.
Oh, I don't want to stop on a camber like that. Oh, they're going, yeah.
Oh, fire engine.
Ambulance, isn't it? Oh, is it police? Yeah.
No, it's police. They don't look like it's a crash. It looks more like maybe, see him in his, you know, him on that quad.
Yeah.
I think these are the type, are they going to stop us? Bloody.
That's a big waterfall, isn't it, over there?
That's a lovely big waterfall over there, yeah. There's a lot less snow this side though of Andermatt than there is the other, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, that's odd. Both ways are going again.
Yeah. Very odd.
Looks like there's something up ahead still, isn't there? Must be a busy pass then.
Yeah, there must be something on this car. It looks like there must. Oh, I don't know. Something's happened on this corner, hasn't it? I mean, look at the cars over there, Tony.
Dear me, yeah.
Ah, it's a bus. Is it a bus broke down?
Oh, possibly, yeah, on the bend.
I mean, look at these. These are driving in the middle of the road, which is ridiculous, isn't it? Are they driving in the middle of the road so motorbikes can't get past?
Probably, but then they're just going up the inside. Better be careful in that blue car. He's an idiot, that blue car, isn't he?
Well, yeah, just driving in the middle of the road.
Oh no, they're all moving over. It must be in one lane again, look. They're all moving over. Hey, the BMW's up there now. So if we see a car, which we don't know what it is, we say it's a Porsche, yeah. If we see a bike coming towards us, which we don't know what it is, it's a BMW.
It's a BMW. Yeah.
I've never known such bad
organisation. Might do the traffic coming down that way. So this is the car here.
No, that's a police car, that one.
Yeah, so this is the bus
broke
that's
down, yeah.
all the kids.
It's probably just a flat tyre, look. You're waving.
See if I can get all the traffic up there. Can't really see it.
No.
Yeah, that was shocking. Shocking.
Let's get past this one. Oh, your side of the road. Look, see the way she's pulled over there, or he's pulled over.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get
so
past.
you can't past. Yeah. I've noticed that on this bit, there must be locals. Well, it hasn't
these are from
actually. It's
Italy.
not a local. Yeah.
It's got an Italian registration.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the Old Pass. Quite a short one, quite spectacular. Spoiled a little bit by the fact that there was a queue due to the bus getting a puncture right in the corner. But just like today, the weather got really, really bad. And as we tried to do the Lukmania Pass, we got so far, got up to the restaurants. The weather was terrible, so we headed back and then on to Alboba, our next overnight stop. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see more on the Gone Touring adventures. Catch you next one.